This is why America's enemies should fear stealth F-35s. With the emergence of the new Russian fighter jets, and with China rapidly developing their aircraft carrier program, the American air supremacy will have to strongly rely on the new F-35 in the new decade. After various setbacks in previous years, the Martin Lockheed design aircraft is now finally in action, and during these early stages, the F-35 has shown some great results. But with the battlefield becoming even more complex, the commanding F-35 will have to be the backbone of the U.S. Air Force in facing the global challenges in the new decade. Therefore, it is imperative to take a closer look at the tactical and combat abilities of this revolutionary aircraft. Smart plane. The Lockheed Martin F-35 is a single-seat and single-engine jet that can fly in all weather conditions. Moreover, the F-35 is a versatile aircraft that can take an active part in ground attack and air combat missions. Made by Lockheed Martin, the F-35 program designed 3 variations, including F-35A, a conventional takeoff and landing model, the F-35B, which is based on short takeoff and vertical landing. Additionally, Martin Lockheed introduced the F-35C carrier-based model. All of the variations include the revolutionary stealth technology as part of the combat advantages. The main tactical optimization is to make it almost impossible to be detected by the enemy radars and air defense systems. With the ever-changing battlefield conditions and the evolving security threats, the Defense Department adopted a policy of deference transportation. In the long term, the F-35, also known as the Joint Strike Fighter, would eventually replace all F-16 and other fourth-generation tactical aircraft, and it is a significant part of Pentagon's plan to maintain air superiority in the next decade. While the possibility of an open state-to-state conflict seems unrealistic, the evolvement of new security threats such as ISIS and terror cells across the world requires a revolutionary model that can conduct swift and precise strikes across the globe while minimizing the risks for the American forces. And the F-35 is ideal for precise airstrikes at any part of the globe, while still avoiding detection by enemy sensor arrays and air defense systems. According to Lieutenant Colonel Yusuf Morris, 4th Fighter Squadron Commander and F-35A pilot, stated that the F-35 offers the ability to gather, fuse, and pass so much information, and that can make friendly aircraft more survivable and lethal, as the 4th Fighter Squadron Commander and F-35A pilot stated. Pilots' benefits. The air defense systems can place limiting for stealth aircraft. After all, the prospect of managing all the components of low observability is a very complex process, and pilots are challenged to have that in mind all the time. Although they might struggle in the early stages, pilots will be able to gather a database about how their aircraft was detected. Therefore, the engineered systems will enable the pilots to recognize those detection methods and ultimately avoid them. The F-35 can maximize information sharing and sensor coverage and sensor footprints while staying undetected, and the pilots can achieve that by managing their signature properly. Therefore, pilots have an extreme faith that this design is going to be the most dominant aircraft ever seen in the skies. Response to China and Russia. The F-35 can have a galvanizing effect on the striking potential of U.S. and NATO forces. In a potential showdown, the F-35 has the AESA technology, which can help the pilot to identify and evade enemy air defenses. AESA can improve the effectiveness of F-35 electronic warfare capabilities. Also, the F-35 can be modernized, as the engineered systems are subject to software upgrades in order to tackle new emerging threats. But in a possible scenario when the F-35 is not in a position to avoid ground air defense systems, the maneuverability, speed, and combat features can help on the prospect of defending. Despite the fact that the Russian and Chinese 5th-generation stealth fighters have advanced technology, the F-35 has a better chance to win a potential dogfight. This is based on the fact that the aircraft has a broad spectrum of tactical advantages, such as the ability to rely on the internal advanced sensors. This is the key, as the jet does not have external parts, which increases the mobility and maneuverability. Also, the inclusion of mission data files enables the F-35 to quickly adjust to the new threats and opponents. For example, the F-35 will have the option to have all the data about the Russian Su-57 and the Chinese J-20 stealth fighter jets. In simple words, this database is actually the brain of the plane, and also includes information regarding potential threats, geography, and airspace. From a military perspective, the F-35 is ideal for complex conflicts such as the Syrian civil war, where many sides are involved directly or with proxies. With its stealth capabilities, the Pentagon can avoid the Russian air defenses and avoid potential conflict while striking terror or regime targets. Simply said, the F-35 can strike an enemy target behind the front lines regardless of the defensive capabilities. Therefore, it's perfectly clear that the F-35 is a clear message to China and Russia that the United States will maintain its air supremacy, regardless of their new generations of stealth aircraft. Proven results. The F-35 was officially put into service for the first time with the U.S. Marines. However, this versatile jet made its combat debut with the Israeli Air Force in 2018, hitting Iranian proxy military targets in Syria. During this Middle East mission, the F-35 proved its air superiority and the tactical stealth advantages as the Iranian proxies fired 32 rockets, more than 100 surface-to-air missiles launched their Syrian air defense. And what's interesting about the Israeli Air Force is that the F-35 enabled them to fly over Lebanon in daylight without being detected. In the same time, during the Israeli air raids on Syrian targets, the F-35 was not detected by the Russian-made defense systems such as S-200 and S-300. As for the first combat employment for the United States, the F-35 was used in a successful precise target operation against the Taliban forces in Afghanistan. On the 27th of April 2019, the United States Air Force employed the F-35A in combat for the first time in an airstrike on an Islamic State tunnel network in northern Iraq. Both of these raids showed the high capabilities and precision that the aircraft can offer anywhere in the world. Potential for more. So far, the operators of the F-35 have provided feedback regarding the abilities and performances of the aircraft. However, Lockheed Martin is working on various upgrades such as placing 600-gallon external tanks on the inboard wing hardpoints. With the current range of the F-35, the add-on of these external tanks can increase the range from 1,200 to 1,680 nautical miles. Regarding the weapon systems, the producers are planning to install 6 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles, which is an increase from the current 4. Martin Lockheed also plans to add Spear air-to-ground munitions, Meteor and ASRAAM air-to-air missiles, and the ARGM anti-radar weapon. However, the most exciting upgrade is the option for anti-ship capabilities, which may include an external add-on of a new generation of hypersonic missiles that are in the process of development. One external addition that's worth mentioning is the integration of the Roketsan SOM-J standoff missile as part of Block 4. This is a Turkish-designed weapon which can add to the weapon systems and improve the combat capabilities. However, there is uncertainty if this project will actually throw. The bottom line, all in all, the F-35 stealth aircraft is the aeroplane that will secure the air dominance of American and NATO allies. And while 7 years ago the F-35 Lightning II Joint Striker Fighter JSF program was on the edge to be cancelled, now it seems like this aircraft is the real deal. Also, the F-35, together with the F-22 Raptor, will be the backbone of the U.S. Air Force fleet. Therefore, safe to say that the F-35 will secure the American dominance over the skies.